here's the engine, about to go in. So basically this is an Explorer 5 liter. Paid 260 bucks for it, so for just the engine. I was missing a whole bunch of crap. After we bought the fuel injection, wiring harness, distributor, all the other little things. So far we're about $1,200 and it's running. Still need clutch, transmission, and drive shaft. Those should be the last few things before it's actually running in the car. Headers, we'll see what happens with the exhaust, how it's going to clear. We have the oil pan off of a Comet, out of a 75 Mercury Comet, because it's front sump. So basically this engine initially came with a rear sump oil pan and pickup, but that won't clear the S13 subframe and steering rack, so switched over to a front sump oil pan and oil pickup. These are just Explorer engine mounts. With a little customization, they fit perfectly. And it should go in perfectly now, so let's see what happens.
Is it bigger? Yeah, definitely. Like compared to, yeah, it's way big.
Notching the subframe for the V8 engine mounts. Okay, so the engine is kind of in. We're just running into some issues with the steering rack and the header. We read online that you won't be able to use the stock header in the stock orientation, but we didn't believe it. Now we believe it because it was included the steering shaft. Watch out, Daniel. So as you can see down there, header and steering shaft collide, and it's kind of resting on the steering shaft. So unfortunately we've chained the engine to the headers like dumbasses. So we're gonna have to remove the actual steering shaft from the steering rack right now and get it out of the way, rest the engine into the actual mount and have it sitting there, and then remove the header and kind of deal with how we're gonna change the header setup. This side is almost in as well. That side engine mount is just cleared, it's ready to go in. It's just that stupid steering shaft that's in the way. Looks pretty good in there so far. Hopefully no more issues. Hey guys, this is day 2 of working on it. So basically a couple of issues we've run into so far. So the header obviously not working, which I mentioned before. So we've removed the steering shaft out of the way a little bit, just tied it up here. Gonna pull off that header and do what everyone says online, just run the opposite side header facing forward and looping it around. That should fix that issue. But a few other things we ran into were basically the oil pan that we were using, an oil pickup that we were using. Over there, it's not actually working. It doesn't clear the subframe. So looks like we're gonna have to notch the oil pan that we got and possibly get another oil pickup that has more clearance away from the subframe, because it's not gonna work. It doesn't let the engine sit in flat. So this side engine mount is in and bolted, but next issue on this side, it's really close, but it just won't go in, and that's because over here the bell housing is not clearing the firewall. So that's a pretty big issue. It just won't go back into the car far enough, so it's going to require us to pull out the engine again and probably hammer out a little bit of the trans tunnel, create more clearance. That should technically create enough space for that engine mount to go back in. Other than that, everything still looks okay. Just oil pan mod, header mod, and trans tunnel mod. So check back in later when we get more parts and fix the oil pan. And yeah.